It's Week 10 of the NFL. And we've got J.C. Jackson, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Monarchs and the Steelers, next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 25 carries, 110 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Harris. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
On second down, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs are on the board first here this afternoon. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gained an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because week prior to this one, I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down. How big.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Willis, fourth down here. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Here comes play number 9. They come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is caught. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carlson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Devontae Parker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 4 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Three tight ends in the ball game here on first. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Deontay Johnson.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Williams brings it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Cook up the gut. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 24, Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And the attempt at three will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Left side, Cook. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Monarchs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris.
On the move past the 40.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now. He completes it to Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Harris running straight ahead. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. John Ross, 92 yards. And the Monarchs add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Freiermuth.
Mayfield with it once more. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Let's go. Let's go now. Come, 19.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge. Right?
There's no doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. They're crazy.
See, we've learned. We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.